Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we have a comeback of this series right here. As you guys should know from the previous video, we will now deal with everything regarding the enemies and the wave system, first of all, and we'll see if we can consider creating some more towers or any other things later on, after we have finished the main stuff, which I've just mentioned, okay? Alright, now, so today's video is about the enemies, and when we speak of enemies, or the minions, you guys should know that this tower defense script right here is responsible for cloning them and for making them move, okay? And as you guys can see, this code right here determines the walk speed, the level, and the damage of those minions. And we will now today extend this feature a little bit more. And yeah, so that's the topic for today's video. Let's just quickly see how this thing right here works out. So how those minions look like when they move. Yeah, so as you can see, level 1, he has a certain walk speed. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so the thing is that all of them look very similar to each other, okay? So they have the same size, they have the same walking animation, and they are all those yeah, let's say land minions. So those minions who just walk, okay? So there is no flying unit or whatsoever. And those are just some ideas I would really like to take care about in the series. And yeah, so the first thing I would like to do is that I would like to increase the size of this level text. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it says level 1, but this text right here is pretty small in my opinion. Yeah, so I was looking for this text, and I've just found it. All right. Yeah, let's increase this thing. All right. Yeah, so now the text is a lot more bigger, and okay. So let's copy this level text and let's paste it inside of this other minion as well. Okay, there we go. So that's the first thing I wanted to take care of. Now the second thing is that, well, those minions deal damage, okay? And those minions have their own level, their own walk speed, and that's totally fine. But we need to make them differ somehow, okay? So I think that we need some new minions, and wait. Yeah, so it is basically just cloning them. And let's first of all consider creating a boss, okay? Or wait, no. Let's instead consider creating different health values, okay? So different health states, so that all minions have different health levels, okay? Yeah, okay, so that's that's already the case, okay. Alright, then let's really try to create a boss. Okay, spawned units. Like 10. Okay, so I'm gonna test something out. So as you can see, we have this check right here, which is responsible to increase the wave size. So it checks whether enough units have been spawned in order to proceed with the waves. And what this check right here does is that it checks whether the spawned units equals the amount of units which are needed in order to move on with the waves minus 1. Means there's only 1 unit left till the wave continues. And this 1 unit or minion which is about to spawn is of course going to be our boss minion. So I'm just gonna put this check right here to see if it works. Okay, boss minion. As you can see, the last minion has spawned, which is going to be the boss minion. And yeah, so this check does work, and that's fine. Only 10. Okay. So we can get rid of this check, to be honest, because this check was unnecessary at this point. And we need to move this check to up here, because as you guys should know from the previous tutorials, from previous videos, this whole minion spawning process is wrapped inside of a loop, okay? And this loop runs from 1 to the amount of waves the amount of current waves multiplied with 10, and this determines the amount of minions which are supposed to spawn. And we can now do the following. So if spawned units is not equal to this, then we can do all of this, which is basically the setting, or which are the settings for the default minions, okay? So for the basic minions, which are not boss minions or anything, and else determines the opposite case, means if this checks for everything which is not the boss minion, means everything or all of the minions which are not the last minion, then the opposite case would be the boss minion, which is the last minion, okay? And we want to have some different settings for him, or for that minion. And we can put this check even down here, because we need to see what the boss minion has in common with the default minions, okay? And this is of course the amount of time which needs to pass in between the minions are going to spawn, and that the minion is spawning, and that the spawned units variable is increasing, and that the minion, the boss minion, has this collision setting, okay? And the only thing which differs are the stats, because we want to make the boss minion very, very powerful. Okay, wait, let me get rid of this. Okay, and yeah, so let's do so. So the walk speed will be decreased. So this is going to be one thing. Okay, so this stays the same. The level also needs to change, and damage will change as well. Okay, wait, maybe that's too much. Let's change it to math random 5 to 10. Okay, what is this? Okay. So we need to find a int. Wait, so there's something we need to take care of. Level. Okay, maybe we should adapt this change. And we should add another difference, which is going to be the following. So let's call this boss status. And this thing is going to determine whether a minion has the boss status or not. And let me just move this outside. so you guys can clearly see it. Zoom to. Boss status. Okay, so we need to move this up. Where is it? Right here, okay. Move it up. And we are going to give this text some fancy colors. We are going to remove this. And even add this gradient thing, because this always... So this is always fancy, you know? Yeah, as you can see. Right, so make sure enable this false and make sure that all of the minions have this boss status text. And yeah, so move this Zoro inside of the minions. So inside of this minions folder, and we can now do dummy at boss status enabled true. And let's check how this looks like, but wait, no, stop this thing, because this health is missing, and the health is very, very important because bosses should be tankier, okay, so they should be very, very tanky. And yeah. Okay. Okay guys, so that's it with the video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. So leave a like, subscribe, share this video with all of your friends, and yeah, give me feedback in the comment section, like this video, and take care. See you in the next video.